So in this video, we're looking at campsites that we visited this year. We're going to look at the costs of those campsites. I'm going to tell you when our favourites were and our least favourites. And most importantly, for people who like this sort of thing, we're going to tell you how much we earn from YouTube this year. So sites we visited in this year, well, we spent 152 nights in the motorhome and spent £4,969 and 5 pence on campsites. Deposits were £1,183.53 and the balances were £33,785.52. And it's always really difficult to read these totals.
Right. So we stayed at a mixture of sites. We stayed at 15 private sites, 8 camping and caravanning club sites, 19 caravan and motorhome club sites, and 6 in the EU, which we booked through the Caravan and Motorhome Club.
So what was the average cost per night?
Well, for a private site, it was £35 a night. That was 6 service pitches. Camping and caravanning club, we've got the ACR rate there. So that was £30.21, but included no service pitches. And the Caravan and Motorhome Club was £35.87, but that included 10 service pitches. And the EU campsites were an average of £32.47 a night.
Okay, so very similar to what we paid
Very
in the year.
yeah.
I'd just like to ask, if you find this interesting, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Did you know that for people who watch our videos, an amazing 53.6% haven't subscribed?
Wow.
They could miss some exciting news we have next year. Yeah. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the bell. It really does help get our videos recommended to a wider audience.
Right, so now some exciting figures. The cheapest service pitch we stayed on was the Crofters Snug, and that was £20 a night. The most expensive service pitch was Green Acres at £51 a night. The cheapest camping and caravanning club site we stayed on was Moffat in January, and that was £20.83 a night. The most expensive camping and caravanning club site was Kendal on a bank holiday, £45.40. The cheapest CMC site we stayed on was Englethwaite Hall recently at £22.70. The most expensive CMC site we stayed on was £47.20 in July. That was a service pitch at Black Knoll.
In the New Forest.
In the New Forest, yeah.
Yeah. So now the bit everyone's tuned in to find out, what did we earn from YouTube in the last 365 days, which is the only way I can really sort of get the figures out of YouTube. Well, it was £16,858.64.
Yeah.
And a lot of that came from our arriving out videos. We did 151 arriving out videos where we got an income from in the last 365 days.
People watch older ones aside.
Yeah. And we got the income we got from that was £5,071.17. And that represents 30% of the revenue that we get from YouTube. Slightly more income than campsite fees, which were, you remember?
4.9.
4.9, yeah. So just about covered our campsite fees.
Yeah.
Coupled with that, the days out videos were £2,672.47 pence of income, and that's 50% of our YouTube revenue. So put those two together, and almost half of the revenue that we get from YouTube comes from going to campsites and having days out from those campsites.
Yeah. Yeah, so out of all the sites we stayed at in 2023, which ones did we enjoy the most? We've got a list of about 10, haven't we?
Yeah.
The first one was Green Acres Caravan Park, Carlisle. Now,
yeah.
Why did we like that?
Well, it just had everything for going for it, in a bowls pitch, a badminton court, a shop on site, really nice toilets, well laid out pitches, close to Carlisle, a useful stop off. It was quite expensive, but we did really, really like it and definitely want to go back there.
Yeah, we will be going back. Right, so that's second favourite was Poole Farmhouse.
Which is completely the other.
Really different, this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we liked that because we were virtually on our own
We were.
We were on our own.
There was
Yeah.
no one else there.
It was
amazing.
just so peaceful.
Yeah, we had terrific views. You didn't we had
Yeah.
a coast.
Yeah.
Just nice. It was
Yeah.
on Orkney.
Yeah.
Then the next one is the Crofters Snug. That was on the way to Orkney. That was still on the mainland, but the views from there are just amazing, weren't they?
Yeah.
And that was a lovely little site.
Next one was Mornhill.
Yeah, because mainly I think because we've been to Mornhill before. This is in Winchester, Caravan and Motorhome Club site. We'd been there before they did the upgrade.
Yeah.
We thought at the time this site really needs an upgrade. And when we went back, we were pleasantly surprised, weren't we?
Yeah, well, we knew they were going to do the upgrade, but they made some really significant improvements in that site.
Yeah, and also because you've got Winchester that you can go into.
Yeah.
It's just a nice area.
Yeah. The next one was Kendal, and that's the Camping and Caravanning Club site. Again, this was quite expensive, but it was in the summer, wasn't it?
It was the most expensive one apart from Green Acres. Yeah, it's because it was a bank holiday.
Yeah.
And we were coming back, weren't we, in the Bailey Adamo. But it's a contrast to the other Kendal site, which is a Caravan and Motorhome Club one, which is full of trees.
Yeah.
This was, we were like up on a little hill, weren't we? Yeah, with views all around.
Yeah, no, it's just really, really nice.
Yeah.
And the final one, I'll say it.
Not final one, we've got some more.
Oh, we've got some more. So the most complicated to say.
Yeah, it's over to you.
Off-aboard de la Haine, the first French site we went to on our Europe trip. It was absolutely gorgeous by the river there, by the Haine, La Haine, and just so peaceful. And tucked away next to a village, sort of French villages also quite anyway.
The roads were quiet around there, weren't they?
Yeah.
They set off on the next day on the Sunday, incredibly quiet.
Yeah, so that was really one of our favourites. Certainly one of our favourites on European tours.
Yeah.
Next one?
Windermere, Camping and Caravanning Club site. Now, we'd never been there before, so this was the first time, and I think it having a bar, an inn on site.
Yeah, it was like a proper inn, wasn't it?
It was a proper inn.
It's great, yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
They really enjoyed that.
Yeah, and the next one
Clumber Park.
is another improved site from the Caravan and Motorhome Club.
Yeah, which we often stayed at Clumber Park. We used to have it as a stopover anyway. So we like it there. Poppy likes it there.
Yeah.
And then two of our favourites were Broadway.
Yeah.
Because you've got the village nearby and you also got the train. And it's just a nice site.
Yeah.
And because Engelthwaite Hall, I think it'll always be one of our favourites. It's so quiet, especially Halloween for Tara. It's just nice.
Yeah.
So you can do the least favourite. It's not as long a list.
So our least favourite sites, and unfortunately they were all in Scotland, but it doesn't mean we don't like Scotland.
No, definitely.
But we how can I put this? We weren't having a particularly brilliant time on that Scottish trip. We'd come down with a nasty cold.
Yeah.
It was really sort of dragging us down, whether it was COVID or not, don't know. But one site, and I think it was at the beginning of the holiday, so that's before, no,
towards the end.
Oh, it was towards the end, of course it was, yeah. Shows how much I remember of it. But at Trossachs Holiday Park,
yes.
And you've added this on your least favourite, so.
Yeah, because I think it's in a transition stage. I think probably when they've sorted out the new site down at the bottom, it will be that much better. But we sort of felt that, they were moving everybody about. There were person next door to us was on a service pitch and they were moving her down, and they weren't going to one day, then they were, and it's all fans and everything around us. Yeah.
Maybe if anyone's been back there recently, they can let us know what they thought of it. But really, we didn't enjoy our time there.
No.
Ben Nevis Caravan Park.
I think you were first disappointed because you thought we were going to Glen Nevis.
Yeah.
So that didn't get us off to a good start.
I was at the wrong campsite in my mind.
Yeah.
But the pitch they gave us was ridiculous. It was way up in the air. If we'd had one of those hydraulic things, that they'd been like 9 feet up in the air. So we asked to move, and initially they said, "Oh, we can't move you." And then later on they said, "Oh, you could move to that pitch over there." The pitch they were going to put us on was next to the hot tub or something. It was tucked away in a nasty little corner.
Yeah.
So I just thought, oh, well, you're not really sort of thinking of us here, are you?
No.
It just seemed like, they were quite happy that all people were rolling in, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Popular holiday destination, and
Yeah.
no, didn't like it.
Didn't like it. And what we were sort of a bit disappointed with was Argyle Caravan Park.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, the views from it were terrific, but it seemed to be that people could come and go at all sorts of different times, and people came at, 11, and at one night they were parked right next to us, and we thought, didn't seem to be a lot of staff about, you know. I mean, you know, something been mowing at club sites because they're always mowing the grass, but at least you see there's somebody about.
They didn't. The pitches didn't seem to be looked after.
No,
there was an area behind us that would look like old pitches that they hadn't done anything with. There was an area in front that looked like it used to be pitches, and
it looked like it used to be for tents.
Yeah,
it was all over.
What it looked like to me was they wanted to get rid of the tourers and
and just concentrate
on the statics.
So I mean, maybe wrong, but it wasn't our favourite.
No.
In conclusion, really, about sites, what were our favourite tours this year?
Well, there were 3 tours we really enjoyed, and the first one was the Orkney tour.
Yeah. Yes.
It was a long, long way to go, but Orkney was really very much worth it. We really enjoyed Orkney, Scarborough Brae, and
Tullian Chapel.
Just a beautiful, beautiful place. So quiet, so peaceful.
We were lucky with the weather, weren't we?
Yeah.
Really lucky with it.
Yeah.
And then, because it was so far, we could incorporate it.
And a longer Scottish tour, yeah.
So I went to Rosemarkie and various places. So no, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, we were lucky with the weather there.
Yeah.
The other place we were really lucky with the weather was the Isle of Wight.
Apart from the fact it was a little bit too hot, and we appreciated the EcoFlow wave too there.
Yeah, the portable air conditioning.
Although it was the one we had to get changed.
Yeah.
It wouldn't empty itself, but...
But no, the Isle of Wight is lovely, and we want to go back to the Isle of Wight and explore it a bit more.
Yes, we took the car, didn't we, because some of the roads were so narrow.
Yeah, and I think it's the sort of place that you don't need to go to multiple campsites. You can explore most of the island, you know.
Yeah, we just stayed at one, we just stayed at Southlands, which was a nice site.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then one of the big highlights of the year was our Euro tour, which we did with Posh Cats, Trevor and Sue, and also met up with Kevin and Tracy from Yorkshire Motorhome.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed everybody's company, and
just wasn't long enough.
It wasn't long enough.
No. Next year we're going to spend at least 3 weeks on our Euro tour, and we'll let you know. We're thinking about where we're going. We're going to meet up with Trevor and Sue at the end of the month, and we're going to discuss where we're going to go, and we're going to see. So look out for that.
Yeah.
So do let us know what your favourite sites are and what your favourite tours were, either your own or the ones we've been on. Once we know what the costs are for our van service, the van's kept, this is why we're in this room here.
Without the van.
Not in the van. Yeah, it's in for its habitation service. We'll let you know what the costs were for the whole year. So we've got another video really about the costs of motorhoming, I guess. And perhaps a bit of a review on the van, because it's 4 years now. And we did a review on the Bolero when it got to 4 years old, really to let you know what went wrong and what went right.
Yeah.
What we like about it. But so watch out for that. I think that's it.
They have some exciting news next year.
Yeah, like I say, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll catch up with you.
Will we still be touring around in the Kon-Tiki Sport this time next year?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye
Bye then.